for myself.
Islam in West Africa is very tolerant, and there is not the kind of problem you can find in other Islamic countries.
Today, the word madrasa makes many people think of terrorist training camps full of hate. Here in Timbuktu, it couldn't be more different. The boys and girls in this school are studying together, following in the city's long tradition of tolerance and diversity. Philippe next takes me down the street to the Sankori Mosque to show me the full expression of this tradition. During the Middle Ages, this was the Harvard or Yale of the Muslim world. And after Kanka Musa's pilgrimage to Mecca, didn't Timbuktu just grow tremendously?
Yes, exactly.
And how many people were we talking about?
There was about 100,000 people.
And how many of those were scholars?
Quarter part of them.
25,000 scholars?
25,000, yeah.
So, I mean, this was a city of great knowledge then.
Yes, absolutely. It was absolutely incredible. It is unique, I think, in the world.
The city developed such a reputation that scholars came from all over the Muslim world to study not only Islam, but astronomy, mathematics, history, and medicine. By the mid-16th century, Kanka Musa's dreams had come true. Timbuktu rivaled Cairo and even Mecca as a center of learning, boasting over 150 schools. But if the golden age of Timbuktu is long gone, Philippe tells me that some of its treasures do remain. I came to West Africa to unravel the legend of Timbuktu, the lost city of gold of the great Malian emperor Kanka Musa. I found the gold fields far to the south, where thousands still mine the same way their ancestors did in the Middle Ages. But I learned that the most valuable commodity in this ancient land is not yellow gold, but white, the rock salt that travels to Timbuktu from deep in the Sahara Desert. All this wealth helped Timbuktu grow into one of the intellectual capitals of the Muslim world. At its height, this was definitely not the middle of nowhere. And Philippe Royce tells me that the city's greatest treasure can still be found. But it's not what I might expect.
Abdelkader
Haidara is a scholar, the patriarch of one of Timbuktu's oldest families. So where's he taking us right now?
He's going to show us his treasures.
Treasures, huh?
Yeah, they are all preserved in this room.
Wow, I'm definitely intrigued. Wow, look at all that. It's a lot of treasure. What's ever in there?
Boxes. Simple boxes.
Boxes full of treasure, I'm thinking,
yeah.
Huh? Well, whatever's in here is heavy.
Yeah, it's heavy.
Certainly feels like treasure.
Ah oui? Une autre
So
encore?
we can pull another one out?
Yeah.
More treasure. Look at how old this is. This has got to be something good. Wow, look at that. Ancient texts and manuscripts. Wow.
Exactly. Plenty of them.
And how far back do they date?
From the 16th century. From generation to generation until him.
So he is the keeper of the manuscripts.
Exactly. Nowadays, he's the one. Yes.
They tell me that for centuries, manuscripts like these were some of Africa's best-kept secrets. Some of them date back nearly 1,000 years and originated as far away as Damascus or even Baghdad. And there are dozens of family collections like this one. Would it be possible for him to show us one of the books? It's a beautiful binding.
They seem to be bound, but they are not. And what is incredible is that they are preserved without any binding and without any numbering of the pages. So all the families had a tradition of conserving it very well.
So there must be hundreds, if not thousands, of manuscripts.
Yes, he has. كم من المخطوطات عندك? 9,000 manuscripts.
And what happens if the insects or elements get to them?
Yeah, it happened a lot. You'll see. Open it.
Oh, yes, okay. These are manuscripts that have seen the effects of time, weather.
Exactly. No, these, as you see, have dust. It was burnt, eaten by termites. The rain water came in. So what can we do with that? You see, it's a tremendous thing.
It's a shame. They tell me that thousands of volumes like these were hidden away by families anxious to protect them from conquerors and colonizers. These priceless remnants of Timbuktu's golden age are only now coming back to light. They're stored in back rooms or buried in the sand with no record of what they contain. But many others have now been cataloged and are preserved in dozens of bibliotheques or libraries all over the city. It's here at the Mama Hydra Library that Abdelkader safeguards the 4,500 manuscripts he's already identified.
Where?
Oh, this is beautiful. And so this is the part of his collection that he's cataloged.
Yes.
What do we have here?
Well, we have almost everything, but mainly manuscripts on Islamic studies. But we have also some manuscripts of Aristotle, Plato, Pythagoras, and different Greek philosophers and doctors.
Philippe tells me that many classical texts were translated into Arabic while Europe was still reeling from the Dark Ages. There could be unknown passages or even entire works from writers like Plato, Aristotle, or Pythagoras preserved here that exist nowhere else in the world. So because they come from all over, you're not just getting one-sided teachings, you're getting teachings from different perspectives, different empires.
Exactly. Maybe some hidden pearl could appear, and it is our work to make it known to everybody.
So there's much hard work yet to be done.
Yes.
Worldwide interest in these new discoveries has launched a renaissance in Timbuktu. Grants have helped establish study centers where manuscripts are painstakingly cataloged and preserved. At the government-run Ahmed Baba Center, Philippe shows me something even more exciting.
Let's go in.
Well, this is certainly a lot different than the rest of Timbuktu.
Oh, definitely. Here is where we having all the scanning.
So the thousands of manuscripts that are in these family libraries are now going digital.
It's hidden now, and we have to make it available to everybody. We have already 30,000 manuscripts here in the Ahmed Baba Center.
A lot of work to be done.
A lot. In a very short time, a lot of people will be able to know what's on here.
The plan is to make the manuscripts of Timbuktu accessible digitally to scholars all over the world. So all these treasures that have been stored here for hundreds of years are just now beginning to surface to the rest of the world.
We are just at the tip of the iceberg. Who knows what we find?
In the years to come, these ancient volumes may well rewrite Africa's past, as Timbuktu reclaims its golden age. As for me, I've come full circle.
As you can see in this one, you have the name of Kanka Musa. Here, Kanka Musa.
Is this the story